says we are live. I'm quickly going to check on YouTube. Yes, we are. So, good morning, everyone, on screen and in chat. There we go. I'm going to have my co-hosts introduce themselves alphabetically. So, Autumn, Holly, Lena. Yes, that's how the alphabet works. And then I will share the first forest room code, and we will get started with our first sprint once everyone is in the room. So, Autumn, why don't you take it away?
Sure. So, hey everyone, I am Autumn Ashleigh, another author tuber here in the community, and I'm actually really excited to be here today because I've never streamed with Holly or Nina, so it's really exciting. So I'm so happy to meet you guys. I hope that you're doing well. But today I'm going to be working on my Camp Nano project, which is journaling as my main character, and I'm a little behind, but I think
I saw your vlog, but I thank you.
It's all good. You know, there's no panicking yet, so we'll pull through. Still behind, but it's all right.
Yes, I'm like the dog meme, like, this is fine in the fire.
Yes. Yes.
That's
I love that meme.
Yes.
Yes. Hi, everyone. I'm Holly Davis. I'm known as Write Holly Davis across the interwebs. I'm a middle grade and YA fantasy writer working on my fourth book to hopefully be not my fourth book to be published, but I'm working on my fourth book, hoping that this will be the first one that is traditionally published. But I'm going to be today, at least for the first part, I'm going to be working on some Upwork freelance projects. So, which is why my camp is going very slowly, but that's okay. I'm finding a balance.
That's what matters.
That's awesome.
Nina.
Hi, my name is Nina. I'm a writer from Austria. That's why I sound like this. Sorry I'm late. My Wi-Fi gave up for a moment.
It's okay.
And
you made it.
I will be writing my book, which, if I finish it and it works out, I hopefully will be queering next year.
Ooh, that's exciting. Yeah, I wish you luck with that. I will also not so subtly plug that I offer query cookies. For those of you who don't know me, although the chat looks like it's full of people who do know me, my name is Zara Hoffman. I'm the self-published author of 5 and many more forthcoming books. I obviously have a YouTube channel here. Everyone is linked down below. And we are going to start the first sprint once people are in the forest room, which means the code is up on screen. And I'm sharing the link in the chat. Everyone, please remember to turn off deep focus mode once you are in the room, or even before you enter the room, because forest is stupid and you have to do it yourself. And it's not just the host, because someone can kill the tree for everyone while the host has set it to not do that. That's like the only thing about forest. That and the fact that they max you out at planting 5 real trees. And I'm like, what if I want to plant more real trees?
That's annoying.
I'm like, you're limiting how much good I can do for the planet? Why?
Yeah, I'm like, Carrie just posted, I'm like, I never have deep focus on either. Like, I've actually been doing the stopwatch more often now because it's like I have that accountability, but then if I do want or need to stop it, I can.
That's great. Yeah. I need to start doing the stopwatch more, like when I do start a homework assignment and I'm like, I don't know how long it's going to take, but I just always forget. But like if I know that something's going to take a certain amount of time or a minimum amount of time, then I always do the forest app and deep focus when I'm alone. But yeah. Okay, it looks like people are in the forest room, so we'll start at the 5-minute mark. Actually, I wanted to say hi to people in the chat quickly. So, hello. Don't know why you would have gotten notified twice, but cool. Good morning, Bree, Regina, Alvin, Kelly, Crow, Petra, Celine. Kelly asked how everyone is this morning. Good.
Good. Ready to go.
Shall be spending the sprint transferring my files from my PC to my new Mac. Yes, congratulations. I saw that on Instagram. Always using the stopwatch, coffee and edits for me. Yes, you can do it. We all can. So with that said, we are going to start. I thought I had this set up. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, happy productivity, everyone. How did you do?
Well, I ate breakfast. Yeah, and pulled up all my documents.
That went fast. Yeah, I was just working on my Excel spreadsheet, so going well because I haven't done this particular project in a while, so it's good.
That's good. What about you, Nina?
I wrote 130 words and I was distracted by my cat because he's on my lap and he needs attention.
It sounds familiar.
I own a dog and it sounds familiar to me.
Because I always feel like I'm weird. Like I'll be like this, like petting it, and it's like you can't see him, but he's here.
Okay. Holly and Carrie want to unlock all the trees. I mean, I basically have. They're just ones I'm like, you're not pretty. I'm never going to plant you, so I'm not going to waste my coins on you.
I'll get them all, even the dinky ones that I'll never use. I want them all.
Mercurial is just using today to plan and recover from yesterday's chaos, which I thought referred to the 10K melanated day or melanated 10K day. I don't know what the order was that Cachet and friends were doing. But turns out, no, it was just life. And I was saying in the chat that, yeah, life also got me pretty bad yesterday. But I'm back to writing, so I'm happy. And I'm with friends, including new friends like Nina. So I'm happy. Revise the scene. I'd already cute.
Oh,
What's the name?
His name's Schnuffel.
oh,
It is so cute.
so cute.
Revised a scene that was revised on 1 a.m. Saturday because that time apparently was not coherent. 200 words, great. Have all writing on new laptop. Congratulations, Pro.
Yay.
Got set up on files. Open, coffee in hand, and got started. Got dressed for the day. They aren't even girl clothes. Are they like sweatpants and a sweater or still pajamas? That's okay. Kitty. Patrick got 258. Awesome.
I also love Holly's kitty in the background too, just straight chilling in the cage.
Yeah.
Like,
I love it.
that is so like usually they're terrified of cages. I just find it ironic that your kitty's just like, oh yeah, no
he
fear.
loves it. He loves it. Yeah, he actually. My dog was in there like right before the stream, and he went in there. Yeah, he went in there, but then his tail knocked the water over. So then my dog left, and I guess Oliver's like, yeah, it's okay now.
It's dried.
So where is your pupper?
Yeah, I think she went downstairs because yeah, she's like, oh, it's all wet now.
My dog is the same way. She hates if it's raining out, but she also hates if it has rained and the sidewalk is wet. She's like, I still don't like it.
Does he have the little booties?
Yeah, she does. Actually, those don't stay on her really well. So my mom, there's this woman who invented this thing called walkie paws, and they're basically leggings that like it's rubber on the bottom, and then it's like this
So cute.
kind of like waterproof or water resistant like fabric that and it attaches like in the middle of their back.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of looks like a weird backpack type of thing, but it's on all their legs, and they can walk around in snow and rain without coming off. But sometimes my mom and I are too lazy to even put them on. And we're like, continue with it, Riley.
Yeah.
When it's really bad, we're always good. But like if it's just like drizzling, we're like, suck it up, Ryan. None of us
Right.
but like
Oh my goodness.
I wrote 100 words in that sprint, and I didn't start writing until the last 2 minutes because I was reorganized. I was putting some books back in my bookshelf.
So good.
I'm wearing a hoodie, and I'm wearing jeans because otherwise I'd want to go back to sleep.
Jeans, wow, that's only if I'm going outside and then come back in, immediately change into pajama pants.
I am that same way, Holly. I dread wearing anything other than yoga pants or scrubs. I'm like, do I really have to?
I wear jeans during the day because otherwise I would just be napping all day, and I'm like, I already kind of nap a lot, so I don't need
dresses. I love wearing dresses too because they're so easy. You just throw it on, and you're instantly cute. Yes. You don't have to try.
That's gonna be me this summer, and I bought a new dress in anticipation. I'm just gonna wear huge long maxis, don't even have to shave, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be good to go.
The thing is that I wear jeans all the time that they're all kind of soft at this point, so they're a little bit tighter than sweatpants, but they're not that much more comfy for me than sweatpants. So
yeah.
I live in sweatpants.
Yeah.
Since the first
I have nothing
lockdown
against
started,
people who do. This is not meant to shame people who live their life or live a lot of their day in sweatpants. It's more just if I did, I'd never get anything done.
Yeah, that's fair.
People are entering the forest room, which is great. We will start our first 20-minute sprint in a bit. I just want to make sure that people get a chance to enter. I normally go off the number of people who are in it. So
That's smart.
Because for a moment there were only 4 people. I was like, there were more people in the first one, so let this go. Yes, but it's stressing out for me at this point.
That's funny.
Yeah, because that's my struggle. I'm like, oh, I like warm weather, but I'm like, but I don't want to I want to wear my hoodies and huge baggy things. So I'm like, what do I do now? Wear jumpsuits or something?
Yes. I know. I live in this house, so it's super hot all the time, except for right now, the 2 months out of the year. But I still wear jeans when I go out because leggings are kind of weird wearing those out. So I do, or dresses, but yeah. But usually my jeans have holes in them when I go out, so I can breathe. There's some air.
My cousin lives in London, and the 2 months of the year that it's warm for her instead of cold and rainy, she wears rompers and stuff.
Yeah,
but she also has the body where it works. She's tall enough that it works. Whereas if I put on a romper, it looked like I lose 3 inches, and I'm already 5'1", and I'm like, I don't need to get any shorter.
I'm the total opposite. I can't wear rompers because my legs are so long and my torso is so short. They just don't. It just doesn't look right.
For me, yeah, I'm like, it always rides up. I'm like, I don't need this camel toe, and it's just I try to, and I've been looking lately because they've been, websites have been posting it more, and I'm like, oh, this looks so cute on them, but it won't look cute on me.
It never does. It's dang, it always looks so pretty advertised, and you put on the same thing, and it's just man, I'll just stick to my leggings.
I hear you.
Okay, we're going to start the next sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. Sorry, I missed the timer. How did everyone do?
Good. I'm still working on my journal entries, and I finished one, and I'm moving on to the next one.
Cool.
Yeah, I am almost done with this one section, and then I can move on to the next one. So, doing good.
Nice.
Nina, how'd you do?
Sorry. I wrote around 250 words and got something to drink. So
Cool.
Good.
Um,
Don't forget to hydrate.
I fell down a rabbit hole and watched a video completely dedicated to Benedict Bridgerton from. It's basically all his scenes. The title of the video was Benedict being a mood for 20 minutes straight, and I'm like, that's basically all of his scenes.
When is the next season coming out?
They're filming it starting in May this year.
Oh,
So
wow.
I don't know when.
Oh my God.
And I know May 25th is the next Lucifer, or is season 5, part 2 of Lucifer. And then they announced seasons 3 and 4 of Bridgerton. And they finally came out with an article where it's like, the reason that the Duke won't be in it as much is because that's how the books are. And I'm like, as someone who's read all the books, I've known this for years. Like, everyone's like, oh my God, was there a falling out? And I was like, well, I mean, from what my mom heard, I think there was. But like, the story they're sticking with is because it's the novels. And apparently the falling out was over the fact that he wasn't going to be in the other ones as much. But like, Shonda Rhimes and Shonda Land were like, we're sticking to the books.
Oh, I was gonna say you can deviate from the books.
Well, here's the thing: is that they already deviated by showing so much of the other siblings in the first season that, like, they could have deviated a bit more. But I think also what I heard, he wanted to be paid a lot more for just the few cameo scenes that they were going to give him. And in all the interviews that he was giving about season 2 before that news came out, was him like talking about storylines where I'm like, that's a much bigger storyline than like I was expecting, but like they did it for the other brothers, like maybe, and then it's like, oh, he's not coming back, and I'm like, okay, clearly he did not clear that with Shonda Rhimes before all those interviews.
Oh, I heard like he wasn't gonna be like he also wasn't gonna be as available because he was gonna be like the next James Bond or something. Is that?
I heard that he got rejected as James Bond because he wasn't white, which was some crazy BS that I really hope is wrong.
Oh, okay.
But that's what I heard. But then my mom was like, oh, he also probably has like other offers too. And I'm like, yeah, but like, don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Exactly.
They cast him in For the People, and then he rocketed to international fame.
Yes.
In Bridgerton. Like, yeah, great. He was good in For the People, don't get me wrong, but it's not like everyone walked away from that and was like, oh, Regé-Jean Page.
Right. Right.
We're not thinking that about that show.
No one knew. Now everyone knows his name.
I also wonder if his girlfriend, though, was like, please don't be in it again. No. Because everyone was shipping him and Phoebe Dynevor, and then, like, it came out that he had a girlfriend. But, like, yeah, I didn't mention her at all, and she probably didn't like that. But
okay, yeah.
I feel like there are a lot of reasons why he's not coming back. And I feel like it's ego and money and personal stuff all rolled into one.
You know, I guess the good thing is like, yes, it was like everyone loved him and like I loved him, but because they showed so much about the other siblings, I'm still invested in the story and and so I'm like, I'm still gonna watch it.
Because there are people who, like, once they announced that he wasn't coming back, everyone's like, well, why am I gonna watch? I'm like, because it's an 8-book series, which means it's gonna be an 8-season show, and everyone loves all the characters. Like, he's not the only reason to watch. Like, honestly, though, I keep seeing that Adjoa Andoh, the actress who plays Lady Danbury, like that she's doing all this other stuff. I'm like, if you are not in season 2, woman, I'm gonna be upset.
No. She needs to be there.
My mom was watching I guess the genre is psychological thriller. I have thoughts on it because of that. My mom and I were Anyway, it was a thing that was from I think it was 2017 or 2019. And all of a sudden I look at the screen and I'm like, oh, is that Sam Worthington? And my mom's like, how do you know? And I'm like, because it was an avatar. But like also, like a few scenes later, she's on there. My mom's like, oh, wasn't she in Bridgerton? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh, she played the queen. I was like, no, Lady Danbury. She's like, oh, even better. Yeah. We're going to start the next 20-minute sprint very soon. I just want to see what people put in the chat. Anya came in. Haley popped in to say hello. Amanda, hello. Desi is here, editing the last few chapters. Woo! Does that mean you'll be reinstating your social media tomorrow? I'm taking your Instagram back from Destiny.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Printed off the first drafts of my series so far, and I'm in the process of hole punching a maker binder. Cool. Edited. Woo! How many left, Regina? Because was it? I think on Friday you were like, "Oh, I have 60,000 more to go," and I haven't been doing the math of subtracting your progress every sprint. Yeah, her book is 100,000 words. I'm like, ha!
Fun.
Wrote the poem for the day. Awesome. Scene. How many chapters do you have, Alvin? I'm curious. 222 and got some oatmeal. 600. Had some breakfast and a midday hike with sister. Cool. Read some more pages from the Level 1 album. Cool. Cool. Probably cool. No worries, Kira. We have 2 more 20-minute sprints and a final 10-minute sprint to go. You can do it.
That's awesome.
I think this next room says 10 right now.
Yeah, I need to set it to 20.
Oh, okay, cool.
Thank you.
That's what I was looking. I was like, oh, are we going to be done? Like,
No. Thank you. Sometimes I forget because I switch the device that I do it on so I can set the next forest room.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like during the other one going. Thank you. I totally would have missed
No, you're fine. I was concerned. I'm like, oh, I guess this is a short one today. I was all scared.
No, thank you. Okay, with that said, we are going to do the next sprint. So let me just put the banners correct. In 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. Okay, that was our third sprint. We have 2 more to go. How did everyone do? I'll tell you right now, I wrote 26 words before I wound up watching Tessa Violet's music video that was based on the Twilight baseball scene, and it slaps. The video and the song.
Oh, cool.
Oh my gosh, I have not heard Mika Kitty in so long. I totally forgot that, like, I used to follow her and then I didn't. So she's
I'm
still
posting
around
a
and
link.
everything?
I'm posting a link in the public chat because it is just so good.
Oh my
They
goodness.
really went for it. It's like,
Wow, I can't believe I totally forgot. Wow. I got to move on to the next section for my Upwork job, so I am making great progress.
Nice. And I'm still just working on my journal entries, so hopefully I can finish this one during this stream so I can check it off of my to-do list.
which day are you on?
I'm on, I just started day 12.
Okay.
So I'm not too far behind.
Yeah.
But, we'll get there.
That is a great pace, Jez. How'd you do, Nina?
I wrote no words because I realized I had 5 minutes left in a YouTube video, and then I watched the next YouTube video.
Gotcha. 14 pages, had some technology issues. I'm sorry to hear that, but 140 is still great.
Yes.
Edited 500 words. That was a rough page, but you did it, and that's what matters. Bree is very happy she's not alone. Like,
Thank you. I wouldn't known. I'd be like, oh, who's this Tessa? Whatever.
punched more of the book into the binder. I'm definitely gonna be getting that song. The music video is like, I was watching because I always love watching behind the scenes of movies too, even like mediocre like movies, as long as I enjoyed it, like
Yes.
Whatever. So like I've watched how they made that baseball scene, and then I was like, oh, they actually did a lot.
Oh wow. So wait, what does she do? Does she do similar things?
She does the exact same move that Ashleigh Green does as the pitcher, like with the leg. And apparently people were commenting in the comments that she had said on a live stream that she was nervous that she wouldn't be able to do it, and like she trained really hard. But Ashleigh Green was a dancer, so it was like easy for her, and it's and then they just and then she's, you know, they're all wearing their baseball outfits, and whoever's doing the first batting like spins the bat the same way that Jasper does in the scene, and I'm just like, great spoiler! I wasn't saying that on purpose.
That's awesome. Oh, that's gonna be super fun. It doesn't even look like she is this the same like account, or did she start a new account? Because I'm trying to look like.
I think she started, I don't know, maybe she changed the name and then got the thing, but it looks like it's probably just a new account. Hold on, wait. Let's see when her oldest video on this account was. Okay, the official lyric video came out a week ago, and then 5 days ago she came out with an acoustic version, and the music video came out 19 hours ago, but 18 hours ago they finished the stream that was the countdown for it. Okay, oldest video on this account is from 8 years ago. So
no, I definitely watched her a lot longer ago. So,
okay, so she started a new account.
Okay, yeah. I'm just looking up. I'm like, I don't see the Mika Kitty content.
Or, I mean, do you think she deleted it or privated it?
She probably privated it.
Yeah, because I don't think she would have started a new account if she had a bunch of subscribers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's probably what she did.
Yeah.
this will be a fun break to watch this.
Right? I kind of want to watch this too.
Oh my god!
I don't know what we're gonna do for the next sprint.
Well, I'll report back.
Bree, what did you do to us?
Thanks a lot, Bree.
But it is so good. But anyway, since we already spoiled it, Peter Facinelli. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce his last name. He appears.
Oh, that's so awesome.
And someone in the comments was like, who is this Peter person? And everyone's like, he was Carlisle in the movie. Like, that's why we're all flipping our shit. Regina asked for the forest code, and I forgot to pop it in, so
No.
my bad.
No, you're fine. It's nice to like have all this like kind of return, like Twilight, and I'm listening to A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes right now, and it's like, because I took so long, because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but I'm like, oh my gosh, it's the Hunger Games world, and it's just like, I'm enjoying it so far. So
I want to go to it. I've heard like mixed things about it, but I'm like, I just at the time I was like, I don't have the brain like power to like go back into that world right now.
Yeah.
But I feel like over the summer when I'm not in 4 classes at once and just 1 class, I'll be able to do it.
I loved it. But I'm like a huge Hunger Games fan. Like I loved all 3 books,
Yes.
and I loved The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. But I knew it was going to be different because
It's snow.
It's snow. But I think she does, and I could talk about this all day. But I'll make this very quick. But I love how they explain it, because I feel like I haven't gone back and read The Hunger Games after I read Songbirds and Snakes, but I can see where like the roots of it came from, and I really like that. Like it's very different, but the way she does it, like the way she explains kind of how everything came to be, you're just like, oh my gosh.
Yes.
And then just how, like, there's no spoilers, I promise, but just the way that Snow, his feelings towards Katniss, like it makes sense. Like
Did we get to see what Finnick described? Like
what was it?
when Finnick was, when they were infiltrating to save PETA in Catching Fire,
Yeah.
and Finnick goes on air and like starts spilling all the secrets that like he's been told, like because he stopped getting paid in money, and he was like, oh, and I have a lot of secrets about our dear President Snow, and like he reveals the
thing. I never thought of that.
I didn't either.
Zara, that's a really good. I love that, and I don't have an answer to it.
Because that's why I was excited for it, and then I was like, oh, I can't read it right now. I don't have like time.
Huh. I didn't.
I'm so excited to read it, because if we don't see that, I think a part of me will be like a bit bummed. But like, I'm sure I'll have to no matter what. But it's like,
I'll let you know. I'm a third of the way through.
Yes. Like there are a lot of like really dark things. Like, well, I say really dark things, but it makes sense because it's snow, and then and the Capitol. But you just see it from the Capitol's perspective, and you're not seeing it from like the people that are suffering in the districts, which is super cool. Like you're just seeing it from their side.
Yes.
But then sorry, go ahead.
No. You keep going, and then I have a question.
Okay.
I remember.
Because I love how, I don't know if this is how it's supposed to be portrayed, but this was how like I took it, where like you do follow Snow and it's in third person, but it almost to me makes it feel like she's trying to make it look like, oh, maybe they're not like the bad guys, like, and everything that has happened like with the Capitol, like like they tried to rebel, and poor like there were so many people that like lost their lives in the Capitol, but it's like, no, they were still wrong in their situation and what they did to everybody else. But I like how she kind of threw that in there, where it was like you can see where they think that they're right with what's happening, where they were clearly not right in what they were doing in the districts.
Is he like, okay, so it's 74th Hunger Games is the Hunger Games, and then Catching Fire is the 75th Hunger Games.
Yes.
President Snow isn't the only, he didn't create the, like he kind of created the Hunger Games? Or did he become president when he was super, super young?
So it takes place when he's like, I think he's 18, but it's been going on for a little bit. And I think it's like the 9th or the 10th.
Yeah,
Okay,
I can't
he
remember.
didn't start.
Yeah. It's
Right.
like, it's still new. So there are some things like from the 74th to like whichever one that it is with snow. It's like the 8th, 9th, or the 10th. I can't like remember, but it's been going on for a few years. But like what they're having is they're having trouble with people wanting to watch the games because it's hard to watch it. So like, you know, in the 74th where everyone...
so they're adding ideas to like make it better, like with sponsorships.
Yeah,
and
I was going to say
all
that.
the,
Sponsors
and all
and...
the shit that like makes
Yes.
people okay with watching 24 kids murder each other.
Yes. And so to me it was a really interesting twist on it because you're seeing them like building the games too.
Yes.
Like some of it was already kind of put in play, but then a lot of those ideas that you see in like Katniss, Snow had a lot to do with all of that. And so then you're just like, oh my God, like this man was born bad.
Yes. Yep.
Do they like, because obviously the movies added more about like the game maker side than was in the original books. Mm-hmm. Does it like reflect that, or is it very clear that like Lionsgate did what they wanted to do, but this is like what Suzanne Collins had?
Yeah.
Of the game maker side.
Like, I just feel like they wanted like the fear. Like they knew that if they had fear in like the people in the districts, that like if you had the fear, you could control them. So like kind of like how they saw Katniss as like, oh, this is their little beacon of hope, and that's why Snow
hope
was
is the most dangerous thing.
Right. And so like I think that's why he tried so hard to have people fear him, and like with the things that he would do, and like he was for himself, and like that's how the entire book was, where it was like he would make you so mad in the decisions that he made because he is so selfish and he is so capital. It just is so frustrating, but it's phenomenal. Like it's frustrating in a good way, not like frustrating where like I'm done, I can't read this. It's like you make these decisions and I'm not supposed to like you.
And I don't like you, but
And
these decisions still upset me.
I'm sad I waited so long to read it because I'm really enjoying it. So
okay, I'm definitely gonna read it this summer.
Please do. I like pre-ordered it and everything, and I was like waiting for it to come in.
Okay,
My
we're
best
gonna do
friend.
our next. We're gonna clearly go over the top of the hour mark. We'll probably end by the. I don't think we're gonna go a full hour from now, but yeah. So if anyone needs to duck out at the top of the hour on screen, I understand. But we were just chatting and it was fun. And
yeah, sorry. I'm very passionate about my Hunger Games.
I appreciate it.
I love it. My cousins my cousins are like 6 and 8 years older than me. We're gonna sprint soon, I promise. They introduced me to like Harry Potter and His Dark Materials, the series, but they mostly love the Golden Compass and like the other books. So when like the whole young adult dystopian craze came out, like I was the one introducing it to them, and every Thanksgiving, like when the new movie came out, we would go to the theater with like them, their parents, and my mom. So it would be like the 6 of us, and we would just watch it and have a lot of fun. But then at night, they'd make me read out loud the chapters to them. So I just like have a lot of memories associated with the Hunger Games.
I love it.
I love it.
Okay, this is our final 20-minute sprint. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. That was our final 20-minute sprint. We have a 10-minute sprint to go. But how did everyone do?
I did all right. I didn't spend as much time writing this time. My significant other sent me a information about like maybe a recall on my car. So, or like my model of car. So I was like,
No.
I know.
Oh.
And it's not like, well, it could be a big deal, but it says like no one's been hurt in like the process. It's something about like loose bolts, like for brakes. And I was like, so I
That does
texted
not
them.
sound good.
I texted them back and I was like, I don't really know like what this means. So do I need to like contact my dealership? So I was reading that and trying to figure out that, but I'm also vlogging. So like I was trying to update a vlog and then I got distracted by my text message.
I mean, it makes sense. I would definitely get distracted by that text message.
Right. Well, and then I was like, I need to put my phone away because I need to write. And then I wrote for like the past 2.5 minutes or the last 2.5 minutes.
That's something.
Right.
But if you had gotten 0 words that time, I would have been like totally understandable.
They'll be fine. That's scary.
Yeah. It's a new car too. Sorry. But anyway.
What were you saying?
Oh, I said it's a new car too, but.
Oh no.
It could be
My husband got a car last year and like he kept getting stuff in the mail for like, hey, there's like an airbag, recall. And when we bought it from CarMax, he said like, there's a recall for this, just go in, they'll fix it for free. And like, he just kept putting it off. I'm like, this is the front passenger seat. So you know who's going to be in that spot? Me. And so when I die, you'll feel guilty. So he finally, went and I was like, just go, it'll be free.
Yeah, especially when it's free.
I won't die from the airbag not going off.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, at least it's not an airbag. Although I don't know if loose bolts on the brakes is worse.
Yeah, I would say.
They're not good. Let's just leave it there.
Yeah.
I did well, made more progress. Also got to watch the Wonderful Games music video. It's very epic.
Right?
So I appreciated it.
Bree had to leave. But yeah, thank you, Bree, for telling us about that music video. Nina, how'd you do?
I finished a chapter, which
Yay.
took me days, but it's fine. And then, funny enough, my friend texted me that she finished the new Hunger Games book.
Wow! That's great!
Perfect timing.
She had to tell me everything because she was so emotional. So then I listened to her talk for the rest of the sprint.
Did she give spoilers or were you like, no spoilers, please?
She didn't spoil anything. She just talked about her feelings.
Oh my gosh.
That's fair. Holly, you have got to tell me how you feel about it when you're finally done. And Zara, like, please.
I will.
Or make a video. Make a video like Bray did.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
I'm here for it.
And then when I read it, I can like make a video and be like, I normally don't make videos about books, but this needed it. Also, here's some of my other author friends who made videos about this very book.
Yes. Please do.
I'm sure I'll have lots of feels about it. So.
Yes, please. I want all the feels.
The Cruel and Beautiful World.
Ooh.
Pulling up Goodreads now.
Saved.
3 books, 3 primary works, and then there's. Am I reading the correct thing? This does not look like the right genre. Nope, wrong genre. Okay. There's another series called Cruel and Beautiful by a different author that's a very different genre.
No.
I was like, these covers do not look like.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I went to the wrong one too. Let me look up the author.
I found it. Broken Wings is the first one.
Okay, thanks.
I'm not looking.
No, because there's a like contemporary romance, possibly new adult, but like probably adult by the cover, where it's like very sexy, and I'm like, I don't think this is.
That's what I figured. In your
And then I
voice,
looked
I
at the
was
author,
like,
and I was like, oh, this is definitely not it.
Here we go. Nice. 4.09 rating.
ooh. I'm here for that too.
Mhm.
Yay, Celine. I finished a chapter. It's actually very short. It's literally 494 words. It's not even 500 words, but it's a very short chapter that's going to lead into 2 longer but like high energy stuff happening. So, because normally I like to have all my chapters around 2000, sometimes a little bit less, sometimes a little bit more, depending on pacing. But I'm like, you know what? It's less than 500 words, but for what it is, I'm fine. Normally I'd be like, not okay, but I'm fine with it. 235. Awesome. Let me see how many people are in the forest room.
And I was like, oops, I got to join. I forgot. Okay, here we go. I'm here.
Sliding in on 2 wheels, but you're here.
That is a great saying. I've never heard that before. That's so good.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you.
I love it's the idea that like you're in a car and 2 of the wheels got lost and still got there. Okay. I was like, if you're on a bike and you got there on 2 wheels, I'm like, okay. But like
Very fitting with your car situation. On that might be.
you're on brand for today.
That is so funny.
Does your character have any car trouble that you're going to be journaling about?
It's supposed to be fantasy, but I might have to sneak something in there.
Okay, transportation problem. Maybe by a car.
Her wagon.
I was gonna say wagon.
Or carriage.
Yeah.
Yes. I would say horse, but then that gets a little dark.
I
So
was gonna say horses limping.
No horses were harmed in the writing of this journal.
Oh.
oh, y'all crack me up.
Okay. We are going to start in. Oh, nope. I gotta add the timer. Okay, we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. And that was the final sprint. How did everyone do?
Good. I think I'm going to be able to finish it.
I watched a YouTube video and I got lost on Goodreads.
What happened?
I wrote like 100 words, but it's fine.
Yeah. Awesome.
I wrote 65 in the new chapter, so you did better than me. 85 for Bethany. Cool. Waiting for more comments to come in about how that final sprint went. Yay! Hi, Nia.
Yay.
I had this up during the sprint because the final book in this trilogy is coming out in July. So I was like, if I don't start promoting the cover reveal now, like getting people to sign up for it, I'm totally going to forget. And then by the time it's like for the cover reveal, I'll just be like, here it is. Like, hi. If anyone would like to help me reveal the cover in June, I'd appreciate it.
Yes, I'm signing up now.
Thank you. I'll put it back up on screen. Danya got 125. Nia got 102. Chloe outlined one more scene and is about to start actual words for the day, which is great. Charlie was saying hello to Nia, and Nia said hello back. I'm trying to think if there is anything else to say. I don't see any more comments. So if you would all like to do like a quick little outro, just remind people who you are and where they can find you. Everything is linked down below though. So.
Oh, thank you. Sure. So I'm Autumn Ashleigh, another author tuber here in our community. For Camp Nano, I am working on journaling as my main character, and I've been vlogging that process. So if you would like to see how that's going, definitely go check that out. I'm also active on Instagram and Twitter, and I post videos, and I also host live streams.
Yay. I'm Holly. I'm a middle grade and YA fantasy writer. Hoping to start querying hopefully this summer. It keeps getting pushed, but I'm also active on Instagram, sometimes on Twitter, so feel free to follow me there as well.
Nice.
My name is Nina. I am a cat mom and writer from Austria, and I hope to be querying sometime next year. And that's the project I'm writing right now.
Cool. As a reminder to everyone, my name is Zara Hoffman. This is my YouTube channel where I host Writing Sprints every Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time and Eastern Standard Time, depending on what time of year it is. I am the author of 5 books, a young adult paranormal romance trilogy and a new adult sci-fi romance trilogy. I am currently working on book 3. The link to sign up for the cover reveal for book 3 is currently on screen. And you can pre-order book 3 already. It's linked in the link I have for my books in the description down below. Regina just complimented me more.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone who was here. I hope you all had a good time and it was productive. And I